everybody, welcome to Pub Table Racer. The date today is November 2nd. Happy November, whatever that means, everybody. My name is Tim Packham. My co-host, partner, and awesome friend next to me is
Warren Purcell.
How you doing, buddy?
Great.
Good. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I covered the pool and then I went golfing on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Didn't do anything for Halloween?
I made steak.
Okay.
I made steak and shrimp and asparagus, and Kim, my wife, handed out candy.
Yeah, I saw your pumpkins. They looked. The family did a good job.
Yep,
Very
that's
good.
a forced
Yeah, that's okay. But you
activity.
guys, it's good though. That's good.
No
to
matter
do that.
how old we get, we have to carve a pumpkin.
What's up, George Williams and Richard Bostic says,
How was your
I
weekend?
can't wait to hear this. Friday, well, we hung out in the afternoon. Friday afternoon, we hung out.
We did. We had
a meeting.
Yeah, we had a safety meeting.
Right, a safety meeting. Neither of us had the company card, so we had to pay for it.
Right,
We'll have
but
to
it
fix
was
that.
cheap.
Mike Ortega was with us, and then I pretty much chilled Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday I went and watched the Bills game.
Okay,
A little hard. That was it. Pretty low key.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, good.
All right.
No time change this weekend.
Thank
which
goodness,
was
coming
kinda
up.
weird.
Yellowstone and time change on
Yeah.
Sunday. All right, here we go.
Yellowstone, yeah.
Warren, why do we have a bucket of beer in front of us?
We have a bucket of beer in front
Another
of us
highlight.
because we love to sit around, talk about racing, talk with all racing buddies, and
Yep.
drink beer.
And the reason we have Miller High Life is
Well, because our hero Bobby Allison,
That's all we
it's
need to
his
say.
beer of choice, and
cheers to you and cheers to Bobby,
Ours
as
also.
always. Talk to him the other day, he's doing well.
good.
All right, let's just dive into it. Oh, by the way, this is coming to you live from the Rapid Removal Studios right there. Our friend Darren Russell. Give him a call at 704-507-7833. I'm not going to say it again because you can see it and write it down.
Yeah,
Um,
for an
anything
hour
you-
they'll be able to see it.
Anything you need removed out of there, you're doing demolition, if you're doing reconstruction,
Right.
remodeling, whatever you're doing there.
Hoarding.
Hoarding, you can say hoarding.
I love to say hoarding.
I know you do. Right? You're trying to crack me up. You're not going to. Yeah, you got something to get rid of.
Think of what,
Maybe you have a kid that needs to move out. They'll come over.
Oh, I
and
thought you were going to say
rapidly remove
kill
them
him and put him in one of them bins. Get in trouble for that.
No, just help the kid move out.
Right.
You might get there someday. All right.
gonna
So
move
give them a
out.
call. Also behind you, Ward is.
RacingJunk.com.
What do they do? I'm gonna take a sip.
Everything, all your racing needs, all your snowmobile, ATV, hot rod, whatever.
Sure,
Racing
they got it.
junk.
They got it.
And automotive junk.
Huge. Go give them a call. And also our friends at the Garage Shop. They're all out at SEMA and Vegas, and I didn't get invited, and I'm not upset about it at all. One bit.
You could have went.
I know. No, they didn't invite me. They said stay home. I said fine. I will. So otherwise, I had to do the show. That was it. Speaking of the show, we're gonna do a show next week, and then we're gonna go on every other week after that.
Right.
Right.
At least for the off season.
For the off season, every other week. We got some cool guests lined up. But so just so everybody knows, programming there. What's it? The 16th, the 14th, whatever, 15th, whatever the next Tuesday after next. We'll go every other.
We'll
So
announce it.
we'll give you a break and us a break and stuff like that. So we have that. Tonight's show, our guest will be Bob Tracey, former team member at Petty Enterprises, Team Penske, and Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. I know a lot of you are tuning in to see what Bob's going to say and the stories we're going to tell. And we're excited to hear him too, aren't we, Warren?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And Bob's not going to get us banned, are you, Bob?
Well.
No, here we go. Okay. We worked very hard to build this, damn it. All right. Let's talk about the news. Matt McCall
Yep.
today was
To the
named
six.
car crew chief over there. Good move.
Absolutely.
Brad
Brad
Keselowski.
Keselowski, Roush.
So two racers. He's also he has over 60 late model wins.
Yeah.
And he's
I
raced
heard,
trucks. and
I heard
Xfinity.
Brad's getting ready to do some good things over there.
Good. I hope he does. Bad news, we heard some of our friends have been let go from their positions from various teams, which is going to kind of be throughout the sport. Ganassi let a bunch go today, but Trackhouse might take them on. Roush let a bunch of guys go. So
Yeah, I mean,
keep the faith, guys.
2008, the same thing happened, and then the next thing you know, the owners and the teams decided they needed more people and hired a bunch of people back.
Got
So,
it.
you got to hang in there.
It's the roller coaster of the sport.
Yeah,
They're going to get rid of them. They go, hey, maybe we're going to need some more people. We'll
right.
see.
Or different positions, stuff changes. Just it is right now. I hate that saying, so I'm not going to say it, but
What?
it's what the cards you've been handed, and
Right.
you just got to deal with it.
Exactly. End of the season. So hopefully.
I've been in the position before myself.
Yeah. Yes. No filter Bob. Bob will tell. This is going to be hilarious. Oh my gosh.
We got a
These are some of
little.
the comments here. Monica,
We got a little filter on him.
Monica wants to know we got haircuts at the same time. No, I got mine.
Who? Me and you?
Monica, Dave Chanette says, "Hey guys."
Hey, Dave.
Charlie Brock, no filter Bob. Oh my gosh, here we go. This is gonna be. But Bob, we already talked to. Chris Brooks says someone's gonna get fired. We own the thing.
From
so
the
we
show?
we own it, so I don't want to get fired from our own show.
Bob gonna fire us?
I don't know. It could be. Maybe the viewers will say. Maybe Facebook will go, or Meta, whatever it is. I'll go, hey, what's
What is
going
it
on?
called?
Meta. M-E-T-A.
Meta?
I don't know. Zuckerberg or
All
whatever
right.
his name is. All right. Let's talk about Martinsville
Real quick, yeah.
truck race. What'd you think of it?
I think that it was a great race. I don't
Right.
know. Everybody just, they talk like they're going to fight and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Just fight. That's what I hate
Right.
about
What did
these
you think
guys.
about all the cautions and the spin outs and guys taking
That's
guys out?
Martinsville.
Yeah, okay.
But, who this guy wrecked me, he doesn't have any respect,
Right.
and this and that, and da-da-da, and someone should punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Just shut up, and if you're going to fight, fight.
Right, exactly. Quit talking. Quit. Oh, I texted him. What's up?
Right.
You texted
Yeah,
him?
well, I told him he was nasty.
Could you imagine
You
if
know?
Bobby and Donnie Ellison texted Kelly Yarborough
Right.
after 1970
They're
Daytona?
perfect.
I'm gonna text you, man. We're gonna square
Yeah,
this up.
yeah.
Right. Nope. They
I'll
still.
call you later.
I'll call you later. Yeah.
You're
right.
gonna get it.
Perfect. All right. Chris Brook, can I come on and just drink beer as the audience? Yeah. You wouldn't be the first person. We have an audience right there now. All right, so let's talk about Xfinity. I thought that was a really good, much cleaner race, and I'm going to give hats off to Noah Gragson. He did the Babe Ruth before the race started. Said, "We're going to win this thing. We're going to victory lane." I give that kid credit. He drove his ass off.
Drove his butt off. He's very good there.
Yep.
And he did what he needed to do.
Exactly. He is also my pick for the championship. I think the momentum carries over. He's been on a roll. I'm just telling you. I know you're thinking. Who are you thinking?
Austin Cindric.
Oh, where do you work?
Penn
Oh, that's what I thought. I don't blame you though.
Who
but
won
I-
there last year?
Exactly, but that was last year. Last year the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl. They can't find their own ass this year. Just saying.
It's the
I hope
Chiefs.
you are. I understand. I just think
I mean,
Gregson has some momentum going.
I think I'd have to pick AJ before him even.
Oh, AJ would be a great champion. He's insane. That'd be good. All right. So then also some of that and the Cup race. Bowman wins and Hamlin spins. Racing deal.
Oh, that's your little play
I
on
just made it
words
up
there.
just now. I just made it up. That's pretty good.
You are that guy.
I only had half a beer. All right, what'd you think of the Cup race?
I thought it was just as good as any
Okay.
of, again,
Right.
they waited till the end to get down and dirty,
Right.
which I kind of like.
Oh, sure. That's what.
But
you're supposed
everybody's racing at the end for position. Everybody's, Hamlin was mad at that kid. I
Sure.
think that's wrong. I mean, Denny has done it to people before. Everybody forgets what they've done in the past.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're going to fight, fight.
Right.
Okay? That's what I say.
And then-
you
and then,
you want to pull up to somebody in your car and make a scene, but whatever,
to. You know what reminded me of? Short track racing at the local level. Curtis Turner and Bobby Ellison going at Bowman Gray Stadium. That's the stuff they do. Now, the good part was.
Here's what I'm going to say. Back
Say
in
it.
the old days, in the day when I was short track racing, you didn't wreck your car on another guy's car.
Right.
Because that car had to be fixed.
Exactly.
If you were going to fight, you were going to get out and fight.
Exactly.
You don't go and smash your car into
Right.
another guy's car. Some of these guys do that now.
Because
but-
they don't have to pay for it.
Because they don't have to pay for it and they don't have to fix it.
Exactly. There you go.
Dumb.
But Denny made his comments. He called Chase Elliott fans. They don't know anything in the media center.
Yeah, and-
So he goes, everyone's going to boo the shit out of me next week.
Called
And
that kid
You're
called
right,
Bowman
Denny.
a hack.
You're right, Denny. They're going to boo the crap out of you probably at Phoenix because they booed the crap out of you at Daytona, Martinsville,
Right.
every other track. Who wins the championship? Okay, I'm sorry none of your guys got in. I do.
No, we
sincerely
ran
mean that.
mediocre all
Right.
year.
I got it.
We got what
Yeah.
we deserved.
Yeah, but so sorry about that.
I'm
so-
a realist. You don't have to be
All right,
sorry.
all right, I'm just saying. It would have been nice to have you on as a champion again.
Who do I like?
Who's your favorite now of the four?
I'm going to have to say the 5 for sure.
Okay, because
That's just
momentum.
because of
right.
what he's been doing all year. What he's been doing all year is phenomenal.
So
And my next pick is the 19.
Truex.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go opposite of you. I'm going to go Truex, just because working with him and PR with him, and winning the Busch, whatever it was, nationwide champions with them. Actually, won one of each. That would be good.
I have 2.
But
I did the same thing you did.
I understand. I get it. I know. I got it. But if Larson doesn't, do you think people say, "Oh my God, they need to change the playoffs"?
No.
They need to change it.
No.
I don't think so either.
No. He dominated on the 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
He's not as dominant on these smaller racetracks. He's going to have to step up his game a little bit. He was very fast at Martinsville.
Yes, he
Had
was.
some pit road issues, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, I like him just because of what he's been doing.
All right. Here we go. Let's see. We have some comments.
I think Truex to me is the most calm-headed out of the
Yes,
bunch
he can.
and the most seasoned veteran.
Right. So this is 5th appearance. This is Denny's, I think, 4th X spread. Chase's 2nd and Larson's 1st. So championship experience there. Denny is a B for the whole comment. Chris Brook, I told to his face, he says. James Muth, cheers to that. Chris Brook, I get him being mad. Who wouldn't? A great team, great cars. Don't be a B. Just my opinion. Chris Brook Racing Deal. George Williams, race people how they race you. That's a thought. Chris Brook again, truth.
No, race people how
Also-
you want to race.
How you want to race, how you
and
want
then
to
if
win.
you want, you're ready, but be ready to fight.
I love the sport when they show up at the car for a comment. Great. Chris Brook, well, he's on a roll tonight. Shanette, Truex picks up 3 spots on the last line for a restart, bumps Busch. Why didn't we talk fights last week? Okay, that's a good point. Truex is good at Phoenix. He's my pick, of course. Diane Gonzalez. Truex, Chris Brook. Geez, Chris, you got some fast fingers going on tonight. Don't get me wrong, but Larson's been great. It's boy. Okay, whatever. All right. Well, you know what? We've gone through all that.
Let's bring on
That's
our.
it. This part where I take the notebook, I throw it off to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Time for the one and only Bob Tracey to join us at the pub table. We didn't dress him.
Rapid removal sign.
Way to go. Our one paying sponsor, and that's what you do. I got it. Bob, come around this way. Bob's dressed for the night. He picked out his own shirt, I heard. No Garanimals involved. There you are.
Let everybody get a load of that
He's
thing.
going, look at a load of it all night. What's up? Now,
Not much.
Good. Hey, grab your beer. First of all, welcome to the pub table.
Thanks for having me.
And we had to get an opener.
You're prepared.
Look at
Not
that.
like him.
Hey, good to see you again, and welcome back.
Idea.
Here we go. All right. Cheers, and just so you know, we're not responsible for anything that happens from here on out. We're strapped in for the ride like the rest of you. So
There was
get
a
your popcorn.
disclaimer on
The
this.
disclaimer. Get your popcorn. But Bob said he's not going to get us banned, right, Bob?
Pretty much.
Oh,
No.
pretty much. That's not a yes.
I
All right.
got my hooker girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
With me.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend
be nice,
with
be
me.
nice.
Yeah.
She's a lovely lady.
Danny. Yeah.
The fact she's been with you for 2 years is quite amazing.
22. Right.
But okay, so let's go, Brandon. Here we go. He's got clothes. Bud Light contacts. Oh my God! Here comes the comments. All right. First of all, where are you from originally? Where's home for you?
Ellington, Connecticut.
Ellington, Connecticut.
Yep.
So how did you get involved in motorsports?
There was a man named Armin Holly, for all you people that are super modified fans. He was
Very familiar.
my neighbor. And at about 12 years old, he kind of took me under his wing, I guess you'd say.
Okay.
And I did a ton of stuff with him, and it just went from there. Then we built everything after, street stocks and stuff like that. So
you're working on the cars at a young age.
yeah, yep.
Learned how to clean everything first.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
yeah. I learned the thing about it. Just the magneto. Remember that?
Oh, yeah,
where
absolutely.
The older guys would hand you a mag
Mag,
and go,
and you
"Hey,
get a
turn,
nice-
turn
yeah,
it to
yeah.
make sure it works." And you were the ground. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it worked out really well.
Oh, you lay on the ground. right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you pass it to the next kid that came in. You were like, "Hey, you want to see something?" Like the old, like Dave Schnett,
Yeah,
who you
yeah,
had on,
sure.
would know the
Go
old
get a gig
condenser
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah.
It was a lot of that.
All right, so you started doing that, and where did it go from there? That you work on these cars up there?
Yeah.
Short tracks. What short tracks would you go to?
Everything. I worked for Ricky Fuller for years.
There you go.
Built cars with Tony Papali. We won championships and everything with him. And a good friend of mine, Sumner Chapman, who now he keeps telling me that he'd never spend the money on race cars. He has 3 sons, and they have 3 modifieds now. So,
He's spending some money.
oh, terrible. And if he's listening, it's just so funny because I
That's
talked
great.
to him earlier today and I said, you got to tune in. And he goes, you're going to make fun of me. And I said, I
course.
will. But,
That's why you're tuning in.
right.
So, okay, it's 3 modifieds. On the Wayland tour or just in
They're
local?
SK Lights up at Stafford,
Okay.
and they run Stafford, Thompson, and Waterford. And
Great tracks.
it's so funny because he'll have a great night. Man, things were going good. Then I talked to him on a Sunday,
Right.
and you wouldn't believe we trashed them all. And I go, what?
Well, I was going to wreck together.
Yeah,
right?
but he's come down here a couple of times, and I guess he doesn't like our drinking habits.
Like, not enough, or
Yeah, well, that's what I said first, and then it just kind of. We've sent him home a couple of times
Oh.
that he had a drive back after getting parts, and you know,
Getting parts.
yeah, so,
Yeah, I need a spindle and some brain cells to get
yeah,
that
and he's
home
like, I
back.
could fly it back cheaper than what I feel now, and,
Yeah.
but he's a great guy, great friend, and yeah, so modifieds, and Ricky Fuller, we won championships with him, and
Real
stuff.
quick, Mule says, Rick Fuller, best damn here in the business.
Oh my God, good one, yeah, and
His
he
hair went out and went
Oh,
up.
it was no, that's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeffrey had the long mullet,
Yeah,
and he's still. I
Jeff
ran,
Fuller
in,
did have
I
great
ran
hair.
into him the
Yeah.
other day.
His hair's still
oh,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, he goes, Bob, look at my hat. Look at my hat,
Bob,
Bob.
yeah.
Yeah, he threw out. Can I say cocksucker?
No, you.
what you just did.
Well, he says that,
Okay, he said that.
but that. So
So much for the compound words I
yeah,
said.
but anyway,
that's
and
the only
Jeffrey,
one you can do.
I go, Jeff, your hair's down. I know, the
Look,
chicks
dude.
still like it, and I'm like, you're
God.
freaking 90.
Was it gray or dark?
It started turning gray,
Okay,
and then
got
I'm
it.
talking to Ricky, and he goes, he's dyeing it. And I go, what? And then I see him, he's dyeing it.
So you worked up there for a while.
Yep.
And then, okay, John Hain, my uncle, says, hey.
Hey.
Jim Penhallow says, hey.
Hey,
There
Jim.
we go. So when did the move come? What prompted the move to come down here? And how did it happen?
Well, I got sick of working on race cars
and not making any money.
and not making any money and still doing my other work and just.
right.
What was your other work?
Well, my other, working up north, we owned a well drilling company at a time.
Okay.
And Park, Bono, everybody was heading down here.
Right.
Tommy Baldwin.
Yep.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
He says that word too, though.
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay,
Bob.
yeah.
You know the one I'm not saying.
So does Park.
Right.
I just
Oh,
golfed.
Park, yeah.
I golfed at Park on Sunday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, great. He's
Did he
doing
have
great.
a wicked good shot?
He had some wicked good
Wicked
shots.
good shot.
He actually made the only birdie of our group. So yes.
Oh, that's a tough day.
Yeah.
Did you want to make a birdie?
No.
Wow.
Did you-
Probably just on therapy or
Any
something.
pars or?
Oh yeah, I made
Okay,
plenty of
all right.
pars, just
Okay,
not
good.
a birdie.
So, but
Good.
anyway, so everybody came. Jason Lee, who was over at Gibbs,
Yeah.
and everybody basically, when they all came down here, everybody was just sharing a room,
Yep.
and stuff. And I said, "Oh, that's for me. That's where I need
That's
to
all.
be."
So
Yeah.
you're part of the house. They all had house.
Well, they all had, yeah. Well, I kind of
Areas,
I kind of
right?
split up with it, and actually, Ricky made me a deal. He said, "Hey, I want to get an apartment down there because he was going to run a bush car for a while and all
Right.
of this." So I did that, and
Did you have anything going? Did you
well,
did you come with a job,
Or you just,
or
No.
did you just show up?
nope, just
And
showed up. Well, everybody I talked to said, "You want a
you
job?
got to be down.
Yeah.
95 South,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was the thing. And I told that to like Paulie Haskell and all of them. When they'd call me, they were still working for
Yeah.
Mario.
Wow.
And they said, "How do I get a job?" I go, 95 South. Oh, you're kidding me. I go, if you want to do it, that's what it's going to be.
You got to be here to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, man, I remember when
I
Greg
kind of did the
Simondelli
same thing, but it was 65 south out of because I'm coming out of Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah,
through
yeah.
Indiana, but yeah, same thing. You know,
You guys had the cheese festival.
Oh yeah, we still do. There's
Do ya?
Oh yeah, there's
What do
cheese
they call
up
them,
there.
curds?
Here we go.
Cheese curds, yeah.
So,
I
but
Summer
I call them
Fest.
cheese turds because
Turds?
they taste terrible.
I don't, yeah, I
They're
never
terrible. I
figured
don't get
out
it.
why
I don't
everybody
get it.
likes them so much.
Just give me sliced cheese, grated cheese, whatever.
You know,
Macaroni and cheese.
Cheese pizza.
Velveeta probably you guys like.
Hey, don't knock
Oh.
Velveeta.
Should,
Probably made in New York.
we have cutters. What is it? Yancey's Fancy. That's my hometown.
All right,
Go ahead.
anyway,
All right,
sorry.
let's go to another-
So we went off. We're getting
Yeah, but
way off line
But
here.
you notice I did. I joined you on that one. See, instead of rolling my eyes,
Where
I
did
do
Nancy Fancy come from?
I don't.
We roll. I
There was a
joined you
hooker
on
once
it.
in New York thing.
All right, got it. All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, she's not with us now.
All right.
Crap. Here we go.
All right,
so
back to
you came down.
Yeah, we're here.
And you
Came
moved
down, worked down here. First I went over.
Rick Fuller made you a deal.
Well, he helped me out a ton, and he
Okay.
said, "This is what you got to do. That's where you need to be."
Okay.
And anyway, came down and worked for Petty's for a little bit, contract labor.
Okay, so what did you do for them?
Just everything, fabrication, whatever it was.
Back up. How'd you get the job at Petty?
Went over there,
Just knock on the door
pretty much.
with a resume.
Well,
Probably not that.
Probably not that.
it was like,
You had to have a contact over there.
yeah, it did, but it.
Go ahead.
All right, well, I was bringing pop to Kyle Petty, and
You bring pop from soda.
yeah, there you go,
Yep,
pop. Yep.
soda,
And
got it.
somebody
that.
told me to go over, so I went over there, and next thing, hey,
Get a job.
what are you doing?
Perfect.
Not much.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay, that's
And
all right.
everything worked out, and learned some stuff. But they were more. What are you laughing at? More separated, and didn't want to pay very good.
Sure.
And it
Because
went
they
on.
were remotely.
Yeah,
You're up
yeah,
there.
and they
You're
like
in-
that.
You're in Randleman,
Well,
too,
and they
right?
said their big thing was,
This is Petty Enterprise.
Dale Inman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're working for,
You are working for the king.
Yeah, you're working for the king,
Right.
and it's like when I first went to DEI, and Randy said to me, he goes, "This is
Randy
what
Earnhardt?
yeah, we're going to pay you this," and I said, "Your brother said no," and he goes, "Well, that's what we're paying you," and I said, "So when I go into the bank, do I go and give me another 500 because I work for Dale Earnhardt?" And Randy said, "I don't give a crap what you tell him." So.
You might get through the license place quicker, but that's
Oh yeah, those girls there, aren't they awesome? It's gotten so bad. But,
The DMV in Mooresville?
yeah.
I
Oh,
work
Mary
at-
Ellen just
I
retired.
work at Earnhardt. Front of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
walk
I
in there
thought,
with a DEI shirt on. You're next.
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody goes, what?
well, remember when they had all the hero cards on
Yeah.
the walls,
Oh, yeah.
and they would go, "Can you get me a shirt?"
What do you need?
And they go, "Will you
Hat,
get me a Steve Park?" Yeah.
Oh,
Let me-
yeah.
hold on, I got one in the car.
Right.
There you go. Who do you want it to? Mary Ellen. Hold on. Jeez, you guys are getting carried away with this.
James Booth said, "Curds are life. Watch out for Curd Mafia." Oh, okay.
Who's
All
that?
right.
Oh, my
James Booth.
my nephew,
Oh.
All right. So,
Jimmy.
how did you end up at DEI? I mean,
Well,
you were Petty.
no,
You did-
Dale. Well, I went to Penske and
oh, you
I
were
worked.
Penske.
Yep.
Oh, so you went from
Petty.
all right,
Petty
you went from the king to the captain.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Got it.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And,
I'm on a roll tonight. Butter,
Yeah, you
butter
are.
it,
Way
baby.
to
Thank
go
you.
to think of it.
I'm gonna get broadcasting
Because I
one day.
don't think of all
No,
this
that's
stuff that
fine.
quick. I'm back on Curd.
Okay.
But anyway, we did very well at Penske, and
Well, how did you end up at Penske?
Desiree from Simpson.
Okay. Made the fire suits.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
And she said, "This is really where you need to be." And I said, "Really?" And she goes, "You need to be a team like this." And I'm like, "Oh, do they have fun? Do they drink?" And she said, "Miller."
Yeah.
And I said, "That's me."
That's it.
So, yep.
Right.
And it took off from there. And Rusty was awesome. I mean,
So what
he
did you do for them?
mechanic for a long time, and then Earl Barbin kind of boned me and got me into
Go ahead.
The,
Yeah, that's cool.
driving the truck. No, Earl will say.
Technical racing term.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think of a nice way to say.
Right.
He neighbored me.
Neighbored you. Okay, yeah.
So,
Wait a minute. So you, I just remember this. There was a certain commercial
Oh, here we go.
you were famous for.
Famous.
Rusty, what, he hit the
Woodchuck.
gopher? Woodchuck, hit the woodchuck?
that's right.
I just remembered it.
That's
And
right.
You were holding it and you brought it back to life.
I
I
did.
bet you
Wow.
it's on YouTube.
Wow, it is on YouTube.
Way to go, guys. This is really good. You're throwing me in on this.
No,
That's nuts.
That's amazing.
The GoPro
That's
one.
a great. It's a great.
Well, there was a
commercial.
few other ones that I won't
So were
mention.
you at a truck drive? You were truck driving with Earl.
I was give Earl a hand, and then
Okay.
Earl kind of
Okay.
went,
I gotta-
"See ya."
I'll be back to
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna
Earl
go
was like,
Scottish
"Oh, I got a problem with my knee," and I'm like, "What?"
I can't hit the gas anymore.
So, there that
Right,
was.
So you're driving the truck.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And then you did the commercial, and you
Yeah,
had, you
we did
had
a few of
woodchuck,
them
you had
with Rusty.
woodchuck in
Yep.
your hand.
That was a Miller Lite.
It was
yes,
oh,
that's when we went to Miller Lite,
Yes,
right?
remember that.
Right, Back to the
Wow.
Future.
Jeez, could you
Yes.
sign something
Oh,
for us before you
do
leave?
whatever you want. For
Okay,
me.
perfect.
I'd
Thank
even.
you.
I almost. You know what? I almost brought you
The woodchuck.
the woodchuck helmet. Because they made a helmet with this thing on it. I'm like, what the heck? And they go,
And
we
you
need
still
you.
have it?
Miller said, yeah. Miller goes, we need you to wear this. And I'm like,
Oh,
what?
my
Was there any
God.
royalties for that for you, or did you?
65 grand.
Okay, well,
That's what it paid.
Good deal.
1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
On top of your other pay?
Oh yeah. Rusty goes, listen, what you do not sign anything for one lump sum.
Okay.
And Miller
you took the residual.
Brewing said,
Yeah.
You know, this was at that time one of the number one
It was.
motorsports commercials
Absolutely.
out there.
You know, I was like sitting in Buffalo going, I want to work in the sport and I want to meet that guy. Not knowing that one day I'm going to work with the gopher rescue woodchuck resuscitator.
Hey, Elliot Sadler, Dale Jr., all of them used to, hey, woodchuck.
No, that's great. But you know what? It's better be known for that. For 65 grand, why not?
Yeah, well, I'd call them names too,
Okay,
but it wasn't
but-
like,
I know,
and you told me not to say
Right,
it.
thank you. We appreciate it. Moving on. So what other, you had other commercials you did with Miller, right?
Yep, well, I did a Motorola one,
Right?
and that was just Rusty's back in town and the room would shake thing.
Okay.
And then I did a Razor one.
She didn't do it tonight, but that's all right.
And
I didn't
girl,
either.
that's
None of us
no
did.
shade.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, I've had this for months.
Wow.
What?
Little low
Just
up there.
saying.
You know,
This
growing
is
there.
Saturday.
I was just gonna say, it would take me 6 months to grow that. And they're having it 8 months. This is what I get. Yeah.
Well, my girl, she'll tell you. They just
Yeah, got
grows
it.
it.
Anyhow,
And it's
right. Anyhow,
Whoa,
back to
whoa.
racing. Thank you. Close.
that wasn't. I haven't crossed. You guys all realize I haven't crossed
It
the
was
line.
just a short motorboat.
Yeah.
Thanks
Oh,
for acknowledging it.
You were worse at it too.
Well, you did it.
Seen it.
Okay.
She's got the most beautiful eyes.
Anyhow, we are back to racing, folks.
Yes.
Anyhow, pub table racers.
Yes.
Not pub table brumskis. Anyhow, we are.
So-
so you did all the commercials. That would be pretty cool,
Yep, I did one Dale,
right? What'd you do
a
with that?
NASCAR one.
Okay.
Just something NASCAR's
So
coming
did you
on.
become like the go-to actor guy for commercials?
Well, and
or
I did a
something?
couple with Michael Waltrip.
Yeah. Did you wrong track ones? Or?
Well, he kind of touched me, and I didn't want to.
Oh, stop. All right.
All right,
anyhow.
kidding. Anyway, no, but Dale was mean. If you do a commercial with Dale, he was like,
Why?
because he didn't horse around.
Oh, you didn't want any fun.
Well, and
Right.
you know how I don't like to have fun.
Right. Sure.
So it's like I used to bale hay with him, and you know he'd be out there, and for some reason
Now,
I
wait a
decided,
minute.
Wait a minute. It's back up.
Let's
you lost
let's
us.
let's
I did.
end our Penske
Penske,
stint.
yeah, okay.
all right, where we
Because
go?
you started baling hay with him probably when you worked there.
Yeah,
All right. So we
Okay,
got
so
back
let
up. So you're Penske, and
Yes.
you're saving woodchucks and doing
right
commercials,
commercials.
and then you.
That ends and you go to DI.
When did
How
that
does
end?
that take place?
Yeah, how'd that take? You,
Dale actually then was asking me if what are you going to do, blah blah blah, and they're starting DEI and they're
Okay,
doing this,
got it.
and I said I don't know what I want to do. I want to come off the road, which yeah.
It's a joke, but go ahead.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right.
And
Lie,
then,
just lie.
yeah, when I first went to DEI, and Dale said, "This is the deal. We'll match it. We'll do everything." And I went to DEI, and then Randy said, "No, we don't pay that much." And I said,
Oh wait. So wait a minute. So Dale gave you one number, and
"Well,
Randy said
Dale
no,
had
no,
said, yeah, we'll do it." You know how he was.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, and he's
No problem.
He goes, "Hey,
No problem. We got you.
Get your ass down there. Let's go.
Go
to work."
talk to. At that time, you had to talk to Randy, not Ty. Ty was
Oh.
not
I wasn't there yet.
Yeah, Ty was doing something else.
Right.
Winston.
His hair.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, Randy just ended up. He was like, "This is the deal." Well, only people I answered to was Dale and Teresa, and other ones that would say something, but they were my bosses.
Right.
And it ended up being that I said, "Okay, well, you don't pay that money, great." I went back, and I was still pitting Sundays for the 2-car.
From Penske. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dale come up and he's, "Hey,"
He gives you the.
He
Yeah,
goes-
Vulcan grip.
well, he said, "We have a deal," or "We had a deal," and I said, "Hang on, your brother said that he doesn't pay this," and it was like $500 off.
That's a big difference.
That's what I thought.
Sure.
And he pulls out $1,000 and he goes, "There you go." He goes, "Expect to see you there next week." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "I will pay you," because I was still doing my deal for
Sure,
Sundays
right.
to finish.
Yeah.
He goes, "I will pay
You
you."
gassed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, "I will pay you every week I see you." I go, "Okay." So,
Seriously.
Yeah. So every week I went up, he gave me $500. $500.
That man right there gave you.
Yeah. So that went pretty good.
Sure.
And then
it
Randy
did.
Randy caught on to it. And Randy said, "I know what you guys are up to. We're not doing this anymore.
Just join the team.
You're at this."
Okay.
And I said, "Okay." So I ended up
So you were one of the original employees.
one of.
One of them. Do you remember your badge number? Your blade?
Well, Dave Chanette will probably call it and tell you.
Got it.
Dave said I was in the lower fours.
Really? That's pretty good.
For a while.
Like
Yeah.
43 or
Yeah.
in the 40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he ended up. Well, I still had my, and I was just,
Do you remember when you must have got there in like 96 or 7?
well, right, but it ended up. I did.
Because before they started cup racing, right?
Yeah, yeah. But Dale Senior would always, when Randy did that, then Dale Senior goes. I said, "Hey, your brother already's paying me this," and he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. You just got to race." And I was like,
All right, perfect.
pretty cool.
Good.
So,
Good for you. So you're in the Actors Guild. Is that what it goes? Did you get the
Screen Actors Guild.
You're in that?
I was
You are?
through
That's
Rusty.
right.
Yep.
That's what Dave Chenette said. You got the big bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, don't.
Dave Chenette says when we were on the one car on a pit stop, I'm trying to put the wrench in the track bar, and Bob is kicking me in the ass to take the fuel can. Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh, Dave will tell you, it used to be so funny because either Teresa or Dale would go, call up and say, what are you doing? And I go, oh, not much. You need to go to Orlando to pick up this trailer or
As a truck driver, as a driver, or whatever.
well, it was anything.
Okay.
Like go to Cresco, Iowa and find out what's going on at Featherlight.
Okay.
Go to here, go to there. Well, I don't know if you remember when they did that big trailer of Dale after he passed away?
Yes.
Yes.
And all the lights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Teresa called, and this is some of the stuff Dave will tell you, that Dave goes, you always just disappeared. I go, they
Right.
would say to me,
Yeah.
this is what you need to do. And I go, Teresa would call and say, hey, you need to be in Orlando tomorrow to pick up this trailer. It needs to be at Daytona Speedway
Right.
in the best spot for Coca-Cola.
So you're talking the legacy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, got it.
Well,
All right.
so I went down there, and it was one of our test trailers that they had sold to them and put all these lights all over
Sure.
it. And wherever you looked at it, Dale was looking at you.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. So she goes, it has to be as close as you can get it to the speedway.
Sure, of course. You know why?
Yeah.
Right.
So I ended up, remember the old lady that owned the dog track?
Yes. That what used to be on the property.
Carol,
Right.
what-
Used to be on the property.
Teresa said, you got to get that thing as close as you can. And I said, well, the only place, because remember when it left at the speedway, her property started right there at the
Exactly.
corner. Got somebody with a number, called her up, said, this is what it is. I'm not going to repeat the number, but it was huge what she wanted. And she wanted a certified check then. It was at 10 o'clock at night.
Right. Everyone has one on then, but yeah, go ahead.
I had
You
the
made it happen.
guy
right?
from Coca-Cola is who was doing it. I said, this is what she needs, and I can't put it there unless he goes, we're on our way. They showed up. Here's a certified check. I backed it in right next to the Speedway
Right.
property,
Yep.
lit that thing up, and Coke was beyond themselves.
Happy. Sure.
They couldn't believe how close that thing got. And,
Sales were good. We'll just leave it at that.
Teresa, it was, and now I see that trailer sitting behind DEI.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's $1 million trailer.
Ugh, I hate to hear this.
And I just went, you gotta be kidding me, you guys.
All right. So you were also when you went there. Then you worked on the one car for a while with Park. Any good stories there you can tell? Funniest thing that ever happened.
PG-13.
PG-13.
We're gonna
It's
go
rated
with
R.
Yeah, come on. You gotta have one. Oh God, he's grinning.
No, let's just go. I mean, I worked on really all of them.
Right.
So I gotta, say that there's some that, well, I told you about some of the testing we'd go do.
Yes.
Like when we went to Homestead, Florida.
Right.
And we were down there testing, and it was kind of a new track to all of us and everything like that. And Pops, which some of you
Tony
know,
Senior.
Tony
Tony Senior.
Senior, he goes, find a place to kind of spot and see, because this ain't going to be that big. Well, earlier that day, the redhead, Dale Jr.,
Got it.
and Truex and something got,
Stayed out all night.
well, they might have got the cocktail flu, but anyway.
Stayed out all night. Yeah.
So we're in our test trailer, and Junior's kind of just laying there sleeping, which I thought he was dead, is my concern to the whole thing. And a real honest to goodness pastor or priest goes walking by with his collar, and I'm like, hey, come here for a minute. I said, there's something going on. Can you read him his last rites? And the guy goes, what? And I said, come in here. And he comes in, and Junior's laying on the ramp, and the guy thinks it's funny too, and he pulls out holy water, and he's sprinkling on him, and Junior, And I told you I wouldn't say the word.
Right, he woke up.
Wakes up. What the?
What's going on here?
And there's a bastard. And I go, hey, you brought him back to life.
We thought he was dead.
Yeah.
For instance, the woodchuck, now it's the LG.
Yeah, and Junior goes, Bob. And I'm like, yeah, well. So anyway, I went over into one of the towers, just kind of horsing around.
Or in Daytona, or Homestead.
Yeah, and found the controls to light up the whole tower. So I.
Oh, you were over on the track side now.
Yeah,
The front stretch.
He
Yeah.
started flipping switches.
Yeah, well, I started putting them in, and I told Tony Jr., I said, hey, watch this. And I said, look at that, 8's leading. And he goes, what are you doing? And it's going up and down.
Oh, you're putting it on.
Oh, yeah! And it's going up and down, and I go, up, the 1's leading. He goes, you better not. I go, the 15, and I dropped the 15 way down. And like Greg Osborne's calling me, he goes, are you really in the tower? I go, I'm here. And then...
the track.
Yeah, one of the guys comes up because they're wondering what the hell's going on. So I hit under the thing, and Tony Jr.'s on the radio. He goes, hey, put us back to the... I go, I can't talk right now. I go, security's in here.
So you're in the control.
Yeah.
Hanging under the,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Send you up there to do one.
And I think Otis was with me.
You had one job, Bob. You had one job.
Well, no, they didn't. I didn't really have a
That didn't
job
hurt
to do
anything.
anything.
Yeah,
They just kind of... It was
that
like,
day.
Bob can go do whatever.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let me up there if I'm not supposed
No,
to.
that's what I
Exactly.
used to think.
Lock-
If you want me to do
lock-
something, put me somewhere else.
Lock the doors.
Like the hotel.
Lock the doors, exactly. So we have a story. We went to Bob and I got invited to the Green, was it the Green or Walter Brothers?
No, it was the Jeff Green.
Jeff Green
Golf
tournament
Incredible time.
in Owensboro. Was it Owensboro?
Yes.
Kentucky.
Jeff flew us out there.
Flew us out there. So Bob and I are partners, and I don't know who else we were with.
We had the pilot from
Yes.
RCR.
Got it. And so
We were
I'm like,
good.
I've never played golf with Bob, and I never will again. So we're out there, and
I never will again.
Bob's driving the golf cart. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And next thing you know, as the tournament's going on, the beverage cart's coming around.
Yeah.
Fair enough to say. And Bob says, oh, there's our ball over there. He drives through the sand trap.
Well, I was going.
No, you drove through the sand trap. I'm like, oh my God, we're out of here.
Through the sand jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he went through and he hit it and got that. And then there was this, they were doing some type of construction, this
Right.
big dirt mound. And Bob said,
Bet you didn't know that golf cart could go up there.
I wanted to go up there. And I'm hanging out. I'm like, oh God, we're dead. And we go up this big. And I don't know how we didn't roll it over. I don't know how we didn't.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I could tell.
Well, remember, if you remember right, Randy LaJoy was after us.
After us, yes.
Or maybe after me. But anyway.
So
we
in
would,
golf,
Well, Randy would come down through the weeds.
Yes.
And here's my golf cart
Exactly.
over here. And you would see, like, the grass parting, like Lion King.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? And he's laughing. He'd hit my golf cart
Sure.
and send it down the embankment.
Yeah. So we had to go get our stuff.
Yeah.
Get back in. But Randy also had this thing, if he got ahead of you, he would go to the green in front of you. He would take the pin out, and he would take it like
And drive it into the green.
In the green, not near the cup. So as you're driving to get to the green, you get up there and go,
whoever
it's
owned
over
that
here.
course is
Oh.
going to be really.
Oh, they
Yeah.
love no. It was on TNN back then.
TNN, exactly.
And remember,
You don't do that with it, though.
I understand that. Well, that's Randy
well,
LaJoy.
that's what they. Yeah, Randy's terrible.
Sure.
That's why I was trying to tell him. I was trying to catch him.
Randy's
And then Larry McReynolds
Yes.
is up there, and he's setting up. He's got all of these hero cards. He's getting set up in the park
Signed
lot.
and autographs.
Yeah, and he's putting them out there, and he's taking them out of the boxes, and I come whipping around the hill, and he's no Bob, and I hit all of those cards, and they went flying. And I go, oh, sorry, Larry. So.
He wasn't real happy with us either.
And then we had autograph sessions.
You did.
Well, I did.
Disappeared. I wanted nothing to do with
They
it.
had like all the drivers lined up, and
Yeah.
Randy and Jeff were like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I had a couple beers." And I don't know if DJ was there, and I just sat at the table with everybody, and I'm signing
Sign
autographs.
autographs,
And I go, "Hey, Jeff, I need some more cards."
Right.
And they give them people who were having, and then we won it.
You thought we wanted.
No, we won that thing. We won it hands down.
Right.
I bought mulligans, longest this and
Sure.
that, and I kept telling
We had
them.
the string. We bought the string.
Yes! And I go, get ready to stand up. And when it comes time, it went third, second, and I go, now guys, here we go. And we stand up, and Jeff Green on TV goes, sit down, Bob. You guys didn't win it. And I'm like, what? He goes, you didn't even pay to be in this. I go,
We didn't.
That's got to calling somebody out, isn't it?
But he invited us.
But they had to remember the number 3 guitar.
Right.
And I go,
That's right.
And I said to Michelle, I go, that's my guitar. I go, your husband just screwed me out of that guitar. And she goes,
what was it, the Earnhardt from the concert?
Yes!
That's exactly.
Yep. And
Anyhow,
I was going to give that to you.
You were not.
All right.
Whatever. Then I would learn how to play guitar, and
And then it would have been
exactly.
Kiss
But so
stuff.
one, exactly. We've done the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would not. Yeah. So that was my one time playing golf. All right,
We got to take him drinking with us. He
no
drinks-
golfing.
I don't give a crap.
Okay, whatever.
I'm from Wisconsin. You
You
Yeah,
are
exactly.
on it.
Right.
yeah, no, this is just
We've been
kid,
friends
this
for
is,
24 years.
This
yeah.
is kid stuff here.
All right, so anybody has any questions right now is a good time. You can chime in with your questions there.
Yep.
Scott Daniel says, hey guys and Bob.
Hey, Scott.
How are you? David Jones says, hiya. What do we have?
Scott, how you feeling?
Here we go.
No,
Jeff Humphrey says, this guy is great. Relative of yours?
A guy I work with, Jeff.
Okay,
Humphreys.
perfect. All right, so you have a relationship in the sport.
Yeah.
Your beautiful daughter is married to
Brian Scotty.
Scott, former driver.
Nice.
Former driver, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Hey, he went, and I thought it was probably the best thing he's ever done. He was, what's his name from Talladega Nights?
I saw that, Ricky
Talladega.
Bobby.
Yeah,
It's
he
perfect.
looked like
It's
Ricky
right.
Bobby.
All right, so
Yeah.
when Whitney started dating him, I was like talking to her one time we're in Daytona for the July race. I'm like, this is pretty scary. I've known you since you're 11 years old,
Yep.
and that makes me feel really old.
I know.
And then she marries him, and
Yep.
we're all together working RCR. You're showing up. I was like, oh god, it's like the band's back together again.
I know.
Everything, and it was good. So, and he had his good times in the.
He did. He
driving.
you know what it was?
Right.
He
gave it a shot, and,
Yeah.
and I'll say it like this with Brian. He gave it a pretty good shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, unlike some of these guys that, one came in my head and I got to get it out of her. But anyways, he gave it a pretty good shot. He's a great guy.
Yep.
And you should be proud of having
oh,
a son in
I
law.
am.
He's great.
I am.
Great. Your
He-
daughter's beautiful.
He abuses me
Two
a
kids.
lot.
Yeah, but you deserve it.
Right, but
Exactly. But you abuse him back.
I do the best I can.
Got it.
He was smart enough to know when his time was up. His time.
Well,
was
he
up.
just they
And
have an
he-
incredible business.
Yeah,
and they have it, and it's like I'm not going to sit
absolutely.
here and do this. We're
Right,
not going to get.
right.
And he's actually a very very. It's going to come back to haunt me, but talented, athletic person, and he goes
I was
to
thinking on you.
succeed because he's going to throw some.
No, he is. Like
Or crap.
you start talking politics with him and business stuff. Like we had a
Oh, yeah.
conversation one time. And I sat there going,
Yeah.
okay, like
Yeah, he's a pretty
wow,
sharp
that's
kid.
pretty sharp. So he's on it. That's
Well, like
good.
when I said to him, like, I'd like to borrow $3 million,
How'd
and
that
he
go
was so
over?
quick. He goes, no, and I go, wow, you want to think about no, and I go, all right,
Scott Daniel says he's doing well. He's got his-
awesome.
he's
I don't
got
want
his
to
pro-
borrow it. How about you just give it to me?
Exactly. He said he's got his prosthetic a month ago.
Awesome,
Perfect.
awesome. Miss you, buddy. That's what you remember, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember Scott on a
Jeff
hit car.
Humphrey says Warren Brosell, get them to play a few squares. Charlie Brock, bring him to table 84. I don't know what that means. Anyhow, that's fine.
The
Yeah.
squares is for the World Series.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
that's tonight. Okay.
He runs the deal.
So okay, let's fast forward.
Yeah.
You got out of sport how long ago? Just finally, it ran its course with you, right? It was enough's enough. You've done.
2007,
Okay,
or 8,
so
right
you got
around
out
there.
there,
We won a couple championships.
Exactly.
And,
So you were a chance too, right?
yeah.
Okay,
yep.
you were that.
Well,
and
that
then-
was when Teresa introduced me to Martin, which we were with Martin and Carrie Dale and a few other ones at the Dale Earnhardt Junior Foundation thing. We did a left, right, center. I don't know if you ever played that. Incredible game. But anyway, we were all together reminiscing about things and so forth. And when she introduced me to Martin at our Christmas party when he was going to be our driver.
Right.
And she says, I want you to meet Bob, and this is the deal. And he goes, Martin Truex. And I said, Marty, how are you?
Marty.
And he goes, I don't go by that. And I said, don't really care. Marty it is. And
Right.
him to this day, I mean, I love him to death.
Yep,
And
ditto.
I love giving him shit.
Yeah.
His dad goes by Marty.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could, but yeah.
Well, then-
Martin's always been Martin.
But we want to, and if Carrie Dale, for some of you watching, Carrie Earnhardt is the reason we padded Truex's bill at the bar
Oh yeah.
at the foundation thing was Carrie's idea.
Oh, like just kept put on him.
Well, that's why
Okay,
he
fine.
isn't answering right now.
Exactly.
So I mean, it was when the bartender would say, "What's the name?"
Truex.
Truex.
Well, and
But we did buy him a drink on his own
on
tab.
tab, which is nice of you.
Right, and he was so impressed and so happy when we gave him that drink until
So-
he got the bill.
When I was doing his PR, they went to the Waldorf, and like NASCAR said, "We got your room, everything taken care of. You're a champion. We got you covered." I said,
Yep.
"Okay." So he gave his room number the first time, and I
Oh yeah.
logged that in. So it was like $12.50 a drink back in whatever in 2000 whatever, and that was we were all on the big Captain Morgan thing. So every time I get a drink, I'm like, "Yeah, room 1215 something C," and he goes a couple days later, he goes, "NASCAR had a little concern about my bar bill." I go, "Yeah."
Wonder what happened.
He goes, "You know anything about that?" I go, "No." He goes, "You sure?" I go, "Does it matter?"
Should have
He
done
goes,
that.
They paid it.
Should have done that, back in the day. You did that thing, right?
You know what he
No,
said?
don't
He
know
goes-
nothing about
He
it.
goes, "No, I'm proud of you." Dave Chanette says, "Tell the Bass boat story." Can you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's not, this one isn't bad.
All right.
So
Not that the other words were, but yeah.
no, this one.
First, Truex was sponsored by Bass Pros.
Well, he's sponsored by
So it is.
Bass Pro Shops, and anyway, he had said something to me about. I said, "Hey, I want to borrow your 4-wheeler." So he was over living in the Dale Jr. compound,
That's right. Yep.
and I said, "All right." So I ran over there in my pickup, and I'm getting ready to load it. Well, Dale Jr. comes out, and there was a brand new red Bass Pro Shop boat there.
Okay.
And I go, "Who's this at?" And he goes, "I don't know." He goes, "I think it's Martin's." And I go, "No kidding." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Oh." So I go back, and I'm unloading the 4-wheeler, riding around the chicken coops,
Right.
and I go to Martin. I go, "Whose Bass boat is that there?" And he goes, "I think it's Dale Jr.'s." I said, "No shit."
I know where this is going. Go
They're
ahead.
So-
both lying to you.
No. They're just
They
both,
didn't know. They
they're
didn't-
just both stupid.
They
didn't know whose
didn't
it was.
No. Yeah, they don't. When you're getting stuff given to you like that.
Sure.
So
Boats, yeah.
I said, "Okay." So I drive back over there in my truck, and
Okay.
I go to Dale Jr. I said, "So is this it?" He goes, "Yeah, I think it's Martin's." I go, "Okay."
Martin.
I hook up, take it. So I'm out buzzing around with a thing on the
In the
lake.
lake, yep. Got
Yeah,
it.
and Martin's dad, he goes, "What are you doing?" Some weekend we were off, and I go, "Hey, you want to see this new bass boat I got?" And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Yeah." I go, "This is what the deal was." He goes, "Oh God, we got to go over and see the kid."
Sure.
So we go over by Martin's little dock and we blow it around and all
Sure.
of this. And he goes, "Where'd you get that?" And I said, "Well," I go, "I went over to your house and Dale Jr. said it was yours and you said it was his." I go, "It's now Bob's." And I had the boat for a while
Sure.
and rode it around, had a ball. Well, next thing we're getting on a plane, Dave and everybody's on there, and Martin goes, "Hey, I need to talk to you." I go, "What?" He goes, "I need my boat." I go, "What boat?" He goes, "The red bass boat you took."
I go, "It's Bob's boat."
I go, "It's not your boat." I go, "It's my boat. You didn't have it. Junior didn't have it. It's my boat." He goes, "You're going to give me that boat." I go, "No, I'm not." So we go, we race, whatever. I think we won Talladega or something like
Yeah,
that. And
again.
all's on his mind is
The
getting that boat back.
Sure. Keep focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, "Dude, it's not your boat." And he goes, "It is." And Martin's dad was flying with us, and he's laughing, and he's sitting with me. And he goes, "You're going to give him the boat back?" I go, "It's not his boat. It's my boat." So we take it out that weekend, and we go by his house. We're sitting off a little bit, and I go, "Hey," I go, "You like my new boat?" And he goes, "Give me the boat back." I go, "No."
But what else then prompted him to get the boat back? Because Bass Pro said something to him, or what?
Well, he called Johnny Morris, and Johnny
Did
Morris
you give
said,
me a boat? Yeah.
Johnny Morris said, "Yeah, we had it delivered."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Bob took the boat." And
Way
he
to pay
goes,
attention.
and he goes, "What?" And he goes, "One of the crew guys got the boat." And he goes, "How did that happen?" He goes, "I don't know. He just stole it, but they didn't steal it."
No.
You don't own it. You don't own
Right.
it. I
That's
now
what
own
Bob does,
it.
yeah.
So,
Possession is 9/10.
yeah. So I give it back to him.
All right.
So he's bitching and raving about it now. I didn't clean it and all of this. So
Sure. You wanted-
my deal was
wanted it back. You didn't say how.
that his dad and I were going to go down fishing with him.
Sure.
I'm not really that great of a fisherman.
That's all right.
So we get into this thing, and I don't know if you've ever seen these bass boats, but
Very low. Yeah.
they got these compartments, and
Yes.
they're loaded with fishing poles.
Right.
And I'm like, this is really cool. So Martin Sr. and I think Barney was with us too. We're in the boat, and they're laughing. They go, "Yeah, Junior's not going to be happy about this whole thing." And I grabbed this one reel, or this one, and I didn't know you can tighten them up and all of this.
Yeah.
So I go, "Whiz!" And the thing goes, "Whoa!" No, it just balled up. I'm like, I go, "Shit!" So I think it's defective. So I put it back in the thing, and I grab another one, and I hum that out. And Martin Sr. goes, man, I'm telling you right now. And I go, let's not even make a big deal of this. So I put that one back. So now there's two of them. They're all, where the reel is, they're just balled
Yeah,
up.
that's like a spin cast.
Yeah, well, I didn't know they got,
they're
what do they call it, drag?
Yeah, and you got to have your thumb on.
Well,
they're like real hard to
I
cast.
thought it was like my Zebco 202.
Yeah, right.
I hung that thing out there.
And then all the string comes
It
off.
did, and I went shit. So I put it back in the compartment. I lock it, and Martin comes down, and he goes, "Hey, what are you guys up to?" And the other two, they're laughing, and he goes, "What's so funny?" And I go, "Oh, not much." So we take off, and he goes, "Yeah, you guys want to do it?" He's, you know how he gets.
Yeah.
You guys, everything's, what's this, that? We get to the spot, and I go, "Where's the poles?" And he goes, "Right here."
Right here.
He opens just one up, and he goes, "What the fuck?" Or, what the,
Yeah, sure.
And he goes, and I don't know why. Right away, he looks at me and he goes, "What did you do?" And I go, "First of all,
I don't fish.
my Zebco 202 would have never done this."
Right.
He turned the boat around
No.
and tossed us off. He goes, "Get off."
He's a serious fish.
And I said to Martin's father, I go, I don't know if I'd let my kid talk to me like this. And he's just crying. And he goes, "Bob," he goes, "Get off the boat." And I go, "All right." So
Wait. Go ahead.
So we get off the boat, and we're walking up the dock. He leaves. And I go, I thought he wanted to go fishing with us.
So you want to go fishing? That was
And
you.
Martin Sr. goes, "I have never in my life
Seen him
seen
that
him this mad." And I go,
All of a sudden he cares about the boat. Yeah.
"Well, I go, right or wrong, why would you leave somebody like me on a boat
Right.
with stuff that's that expensive
Yeah.
and everything else?"
I can untangle that.
Right.
Give me a
Well,
minute.
and then I told Martin Sr., I go, "Give me a knife." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "We just cut all that off."
Sure.
And he
No,
goes,
no, no.
"Put it back." I go, "Okay."
Put it back.
Well, then I remember after that, they ended up giving our tracker boat, pontoon boat, to the team. So everyone would go out on the lake.
Bono got it.
Bono got it. And
We didn't get it.
Well, Bono got it for the team.
Yeah.
And he tied up with me, and I had my pontoon.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, where'd you get that?" He goes, "Bass Pro." He goes, "Where'd you get yours?" I go, "I bought it."
Yeah. Well, no, and then
Yeah.
we won't even go into
All
that.
right, fine. All right, so let's get into it. So you get out of racing. You then what prompted you to get into Dirty Boys?
Well-
Tell us what it is and what is it you do.
Dirty Boys is a pornographic company.
Stop it.
And we do
Dirty Boys is
movies.
stop.
Shoebox Productions.
Oh my God. Anyhow,
James Bender.
this is what.
Like, right? No, what was the guy's name that owned
All right,
the Phoenix?
I'm trying to.
Phoenix team.
James Finch.
Yeah, James Finch taught me how to
I'm
do
going to stop.
No, all
I'm
right.
trying to give you a really nice plug here.
I
Now that we
appreciate it.
lost half of our viewers.
No, we didn't. They're coming on strong.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, Dirty Boys is a pressure washing, commercial pressure washing, and residential company, and we also do automotive detailing.
Do you do boats?
Yes, we
Okay,
do
good.
both.
So make sure-
Yeah, we.
just be careful you don't leave the keys with Bob.
Yeah, or a fishing bowl.
Oh, so-
I have this
Whose
attraction.
boat is this? Good, good.
But my girlfriend now, Danny,
Yeah.
she has.
God bless her.
Yeah, she came up. We've been together for a couple of years, and
Sorry.
she ended up somehow now she owns the whole company.
Way to go.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that worked out really well.
Okay.
So
So if you make your man,
Where are you located?
Fire.
we're located in Mooresville, and
Now you've changed locations. You had one spot.
You
for
were-
one.
yeah,
across
we
from
were by Burger
Hot
King
Dog.
By Burger King.
Yep.
Where are you now?
on Route 21, up there off of by Waterland.
Okay.
But yeah, and we do boats. I wanna learn how to do big boats. And Danny's sister and brother-in-law own Jersey Cape yachts.
Yachts.
You big fishing.
So
boats.
you go
like
from
real
You
fishing
go
boats.
from wait a minute. You're going from a bass boat to
Oh,
a
yeah.
pontoon to yachts.
Yeah.
That's
Do
a
you-
little
do
bit
you
of
do
stuff.
the-
Well,
you do that
they won't let me
fancy-
drive them. I
Oh,
know they
no,
will,
no,
but
yeah,
they're incredible.
very
Do you
smart
do the
people.
fancy coating now? What's it called? The
Ceramic.
The ceramic.
Yeah,
coating?
we do
You
that. Yep, I can do your.
So
your
you
boat.
do
No,
residential.
I'm thinking
what-
more of my Mustang.
What do you
up
do
there.
local? Like local businesses?
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
Langtrees,
okay.
we do Costco's, we do things like that.
You've done
Whatever.
very well with it.
Yeah, we do
Okay.
very well. We're very. I mean, people always send messages or emails that heard so much about you, and this is what we want to do. And I'm like, really? You heard?
Yeah, what's good?
Dirty Boys is very well renowned in
It
the
is. A lot of
Mooresville
people know
area.
it.
Yeah,
Because the name alone goes, it's kind of funny.
I know. And
then
that's what
actually-
the line I
trust
always
me.
say is the pornographic thing, and it really
Right.
Yeah.
gets people cracked up.
Then you say, actually, we're here to clean up your act.
Yeah. Or you hand them a credit card and they go at a bar or something.
You
You
mean a
know,
business card?
we'd be out wet. No, credit card like your.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Right.
We're
Tab.
Yeah, we were in
Yeah.
Florida, and the girl goes, "What is Dirty Boys?" And of course,
What, you want to sign up?
my girlfriend Danny,
Wouldn't you like
Danny
to
will
know?
say, "Oh, it's," and I go, "Shh, I'll handle this."
You tell the owner? You tell the owner?
Yeah, she's pretty good about
Okay,
it.
got
I
it.
get $200 a week. So
She's got to let him have his,
She's known me for 2 years. I think you should bless that woman. Bless you.
she hasn't even gotten
okay.
to know the full effect.
Oh, really? After 2 years? Monica Rogers says, love Bob's spirit like a bull in a china shop. Can laugh at them all day long. Matthew Philpott, good guy right there. Wait, your wife is upstairs asking, do you need a bookkeeper? There you go.
I have Danny.
Okay,
I'm
go.
not allowed to make any of those comments,
Yeah,
anything
very
to do
good.
with money or anything like that. But
Wise
but if you're
thing.
looking, I could take another Corona.
Well, we're going to wrap up here.
I don't know if I got another one left in here.
We're
You
good.
might have to. You might have to find something else.
We're gonna
But
wrap
you're
up.
more than welcome to have something.
Well, you said the girl drinks, and I didn't want to take those. You said they're
You can have one of them.
You said they're for
You
10.
have a highlight.
We're
Then.
good.
You want that
We'll
highlight right
wrap
there?
up.
Yeah, but what about you?
I got 75 of them.
Love him.
Anyway. I wonder how it's going to go.
It's almost keg season.
That's right. He taps the keg. He has keg season. He has the kegerator.
As soon as the season ends,
He gets the kegerator.
I get a keg. I get my
Totally forgot about it.
kegerators going.
Oh my
God.
I get Yingling in there.
Well, all right. On a good note, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. It's been
Yeah,
a pleasure
thanks,
to have
Bob.
you on.
Thank you guys.
You've
Honest,
been
I
no, it's
had
good.
a ball. You and I have always had fun.
Exactly. And
There-
It's
reconnecting-
crazy. I didn't,
Sharing
as
stories.
long as we worked together, and
Yep.
for whatever reason, we didn't interact that much. But everybody around you, like Ortega
got-
and him, and
Right,
Clark
Ortega.
and-
I got to tell you this one though.
Real
if
quick.
we got quick.
Speaking of Greg Osborne, Danny deserves a gold medal.
Yeah, Greg don't count right now. But one of the
Greg might
things,
have to win
fabricators,
cheerleader.
we were building gas cans one year
Yeah.
for Daytona.
Sure.
And we built some pretty good gas cans. Anyway, oh my God, look at her.
Bring it.
So we ended up, we shipped all the gas cans down.
Oh, never mind.
I did them, and they were sketchy on legal.
Sure, of course.
Randy calls me and he goes, "Get your butt down to Daytona. All the cans for all the teams that you did
Are illegal.
Are illegal." I go, "No." He goes, "Get on a plane." So I went down there, and Bo Weevil,
Yep.
who was the head of it, he's like, "These don't fit." I'm cramming them. I'm this and that and everything. And he goes, "Here is your gas cans, if you can simulate.
Right.
Ours, whenever we went through the fuel on them, were this much bigger, and here's everybody else's." He goes, "What do you think is going on with that?" I go, "I think if you look at it different, it's an illusion."
Sure. You tried to bob him.
We got away, and he ended up saying, if I told him about this one can that I did, and all I did was flip the base, and I think Shanette,
Right.
I had Shanette welded or whatever, or Mike, and it made a different sound.
Okay.
And they had said, they go, "Alls I know is if we cut this apart and we find it illegal, you owe us $10,000. I go, "You cut it apart, you don't find it illegal, you owe me 10 grand." And Robin Pemberton was then the head
Exactly,
guy.
exactly.
And he goes, "I'll tell you what. We'll let you run the cans. Tell me what you did." I go, "Okay." I go, "All I did is flip the base and we made them like this. We ran them cans all year."
Perfect. And you worked with Robin, didn't you? Over at,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
he already knew you.
Oh, him and
knew
I
you.
had a few
Yeah, I'm sure.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, "I know what you're up to." So, but no, it's a pleasure being with you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank
man.
you, Bob.
Thank you.
I tried my hardest not
No,
to say the.
Yeah, you did good.
You did?
You
Didn't
did
I?
good.
You didn't drop
So
one
we're-
F-bomb.
We're going to say continued success with Dirty Boys.
Thank you.
If you're in the area, look him up. He'll clean and mean. He'll take care of you. So should we say goodnight, Dick?
Good night, Dick.
Good night, Dick.
There you go. Thank you.
Cheers with an answer.
That's all right. Yeah, it happens
Good night,
once in a
Danny.
while. Wow. Hey, another great show.
Great
Thank
show.
you so much, everybody,
Yep.
for tuning
Enjoyed
in.
it.
We appreciate it. We do this every Tuesday night. And Warren, I think the guests we've had have been fantastic.
Phenomenal.
And the people that are following us, we appreciate it. We're reaching 42,000 people a month. Can you believe that? And we appreciate you watching. And
Right. We're having fun. Hope everybody else enjoys it.
that's it. And this is just a fun show. Bucket of beer. Guys sitting around talking about it. So keep tuning in. We appreciate it. Check out our store and everything. But we appreciate you people. And we will see you next week. Right, my friend?
Yes, sir.
All right. See you next week.